Hey friends, so I'm here today with Zeo. Online you might know him as Zeo and you put a new album out, yeah?
EP.
EP, is that what we're calling it, yeah? EP.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Okay, so how many songs on it?
7.
7, alright bro. What, is it like some people when they put out like an EP or an album or whatever, it's kind of like a logical journey that goes through as you go through it? Would you think of it as something like that, or is each track on its own merit?
Yeah, I'd probably say each track's kind of individual to itself.
Okay.
It all works well together.
That's good.
Because it's like me bringing through a new style of music that I'm trying to do and a new vibe type of thing, but I would say it wasn't like a journey that I went on.
We went and did like some floating together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did you think that helped it all with
That
like
definitely
music?
helped it all. Definitely. Like, I remember I was contacting you talking about how I was blocked up and I couldn't think of...
Yeah.
I had like 2 tunes, I think, and I couldn't think of nothing else to talk about or write about. And then as soon as we did that, I think it was the next day, did I say?
Yeah. Yeah, you said you slept well that night.
And then the next day I was like writing things it was just really easy. Floating.
That's nice, man. So, last year... Well, no, was it this year you went with Hopsin?
Yeah.
This year, yeah? How was that, man?
That was
like
like...
Hopsin tour, yeah?
That was one of the highlights of my long career. My long up and down career. That was like... That showed me what I've been doing music for this whole time and what I'm aiming for type of thing.
So like Hopsin's music, is it like a similar vibe to yours, or...?
I wouldn't say you'd listen and think, oh, this reminds you of... Like,
yeah.
I don't think it's anywhere near the same.
But that can vibe well on a tour, I suppose.
Yeah. Like, everyone really liked what I did and it was really different to what he was. I suppose if you hear people that are the same, like the support act and then the main act, I suppose you can kind of get bored.
Yeah.
Type of things. But I would say I was completely different. And people were like coming up to me saying, oh, what are you? Are you grime? Are you hip hop? Because they were saying it sounds like both to them type of thing, which is a thing I was trying to aim for, I suppose.
Exactly. When you did the tour, out of all the places you went, where were your favourite places? Like, where was the vibes?
Favourite ones were Birmingham and London.
Okay.
I think by the time I got to those ones, I was already in the swing of touring. Yeah. So it was like, I knew exactly what I was coming out to do type of thing. And I think I was a bit worried about performing in Birmingham because it was the closest to my hometown. And I was thinking, hometown people can be a bit funny when you're not quite big yet and things like that. But it was like really, really well received. And like, it was just probably best performance I ever done. Birmingham was probably. That's
good that you were getting that local support. Yeah. When you listen to music yourself, like we've had some conversations before about the kind of types of music you listen to in that. Yeah. You're not just into like your own type of music, are you? So like, what kind of variants do you like? Like,
I really like jazz music.
Okay.
Depressing jazz music. And I really like, I don't even know what you'd call it, like when singers are singing on weird beats.
Okay.
So it's something that you're not used to hearing. Like if you ever came with me in the trip in my car, I'm mostly listening to a singer on a beat that's just like really electronic and trippy and things like that.
Okay.
Because I don't really like listening to the type of music that I make. I don't know if it's because I make it, that I'm just fed up of hearing it type of thing.
Sometimes I don't like to look at other people's recipes because I don't actually want to be inspired by them.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't want to come up with a thought sometimes that you don't feel is organic.
Yeah.
And like, I can kind of understand if that could be some
that could
kind
be part
of,
of it, yeah.
Exactly. That's cool. Where do you think you get some of your inspiration from?
Well, madly enough, I listened to a singer called Sevdaliza. She's Iranian and she sings on that weird type of music that I said. I did an interview for one blog and they asked me about it and I spoke about it. And then someone messaged me randomly on Facebook saying, there's a tune on my CD called Ego Death. Yeah. And he messaged me and he goes, I could imagine her singing on that. Like, and he said her name. He goes, I could imagine Sevdaliza singing on this. And I goes, that's weird because I listen to her all the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah. Like, and I proved it to him by the interview because the interview was out. And he was like, cool. He didn't hear that. He just listened to it and it made him think of that type of thing. So maybe she's inspiring my rap, which is a great thing because she's not rapping.
That's cool.
So I'm not copying her. So
would you consider, if you ever thought of reaching out to her or anything like that?
She's too big right now.
Too big?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, bro. I mean, it's always worth kind of, reach out. But yeah, it's exactly, you never know. I've got to ask you, what do you think about the Tyson Fury thing? Because
I don't even know what to think. It's weird.
It's crazy, man. If anyone don't know, like, explain it to people, because like so many people won't know.
So someone tagged me in the video, and it was Tyson Fury and some guy, and Tyson Fury was just talking like Tyson Fury does about boxing, like, and it was a really long video, and I was watching it thinking, what the hell has this video got to do with me? And then he starts talking about how his friend's gonna knock out someone, and then they're gonna go out, and he goes, it's going off. guns and clips going off. Now, anyone that doesn't know, that was one of my songs in 2008, and it was a bassline song. So he like quoted one of my songs, and I was just like, out of nowhere, like how many years later, 10 years later, he's quoted one of my songs on a video.
And it's crazy.
It's nuts.
And you've got to think to yourself, like, where's he taking that in? Yeah. So is he in the gym listening to that? Like, what kind of vibe's that song for anyone who don't know? Is it something you'd listen to, someone would listen to in the gym?
Yeah, I suppose it is. Like a raving, Jimmy, like, it's a high energy tune.
I just love things like that because you just never know whether it's been training with someone and going, you heard this guy is sick or
maybe
like,
they're all
whatever.
training to it. You just, like, never know. The reach of a song is unbelievable. You never know where it goes.
That's really cool. What's next for you, man?
What's next? Yeah. The next thing, I need to basically do things off my own back. Like I am. When you do things with other people, obviously it gets you more fans and it's a great thing. But when they're not there, you're kind of stuck in a limbo-y type. Okay. What am I doing? So I'm planning to put on my own show. I think that would be like in the Midlands somewhere, where it's just like my own headline show and I pick the other acts that are on it and things like that. And I think that's the next big thing for me. And then from there, it's just about being heard, man. Because not everyone, most people that hear me like what I do. Yeah. It's just getting them to hear me in the first place. So it's just any creative ways of being heard and things like that is what I'm aiming on. And building up what I've got already. Because I've got something, because I'm going out places and people are recognising me and things like that. Yeah. And every time someone tells me something about my music, I'm in absolute shock, but like, it's happening. So I just need to build on top of it.
Yeah, that's it. And like you say, it's about reach. It's about that organic reach as well. Like people, what I find so much online is that nothing does better for you than someone sharing. Like someone sharing something and telling their friends and it being organic. Like Facebook ads and stuff are great for people if they want trying to get reach, but it never hits as hard. Like seeing an ad is nothing compared to like
your brethren saying,
just saying, oh, you seen this guy, because they know your style. Yeah. Like outside of music, is there anything like, do you ever watch anything on TV or like any cartoons or anything
that inspires my music?
Yeah, that could inspire your music. Films.
I suppose the epic scenes in films. Like I can watch a film and want to pause it because I want to go and do something type of thing. Like I'll be like, I've got an idea, I want to pause it, but I won't do it. Because I'm normally watching with someone, it's not right. But after a film, I really want to make songs sometimes after I've watched the film. I don't know what it is about it though. It's like any epic scene and I think, oh, it just triggers something.
What kind of films are you into?
Sci-fi, I think. Okay. Like superhero films, mind-bending, them sci-fi again.
Yeah, like anything sci-fi like stuff.
Inception, Shutter Island, them type of things where you watch it and you think, what just happened?
Because I'm fascinated when I listen to music, and then if I've not seen a music video yet, and I listen to or like watch the music video while I listen to the music, like it always like gives me another level of like appreciating the music. Do you ever write a song and think about the video at the same time? Like, do you ever think about how you'd like it to be played out?
I always do that. When I'm writing a song, the video's already in my head, and a lot of the times, the video I've thought about before the song.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like, if I'm writing a song and I can't think of the video, I struggle to write the song.
See, that's interesting, because I suppose you're kind of getting into the listener's head a little bit and thinking what they're going to visualise.
What they're going to see, yeah. Because I need to see, if I can't see, what am I talking about?
Out of everything you've done so far, what would you say, like, if you had to put your name to a track and just say, this is my favourite one?
This is my only one.
What would you say? Oh. Like, if you were saying, so like we spoke the other day, we've been listening to a guy called D-Rock recently, and we all like love his stuff, and we were saying, if you want to collab with someone or whatever, like, what would you send someone to say, this is me? Yeah. There's like,
but it's different,
distilled,
different things you send different people depending on how they are. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. But like, if you had to just say,
if I was sending myself to myself.
Yeah. yeah, exactly.
If I was sending myself to myself, maybe Liars.
Liars, okay.
Maybe.
Who's gonna stop me? No one can't stop, won't stop. Riding straight to the roadblocks. I'm on the rise, there's no drops. Kick off the doors, pick no locks. Now what's it bro? Been asked to change up my style to fit in and see what's what. I said no, I'd rather be hated for who I am than rated for who I'm not.
I think that kind of encompasses everything about me, kind of. Because like, it's one of my best beats I've made, I think. That's too hard.
Too hard.
But if I have to pick and like you had a gun to my head, I'd probably just say
Then Liars. That's cool, man. I would think when I was thinking about some of your tracks and like if I had to show someone, I'm always thinking Romeo on My Face.
My Face, really?
Yeah.
I'd never show that one to someone first.
Really?
Never.
I think just because it's so passionate, like the actual song, but yeah, man, it just shows, doesn't it? Like anyone who can listen to tunes and just get something different from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Even Tyson Fury. It's so crazy. Next year it's about doing stuff on your own, yeah? Like kind of blazing your own trail.
Basically, yeah, because you have to have your own sort of foundation set up, which is what I've learned kind of the hard way. Because I was just depending on things, and then when it came to no one cares, just you need to go and do it. It's like, okay, I'm starting from square one again, like, and I don't want to do that. So when I put out my last video, 999, I thought my own channel and my own promotion and my own everything, so I know exactly what I'm doing, and I can only go up from there now. But when I'm up there, because say SBTV's done it or whatever, and they say no, then I'm back down there. But
I get you.
When it's this, it's just, you can only do this now.
And did you feel a bit like that then when you came off like the tour?
Kind of. I felt like, what am I doing now?
Next?
I've just done something massive. What am I doing now? So now I need to do my own show and then build on my own show and get that bigger and bigger. Not saying I won't do these things because they're great things. But if I ain't got my own thing going as well, then I'm doing it for no reason. I'm just waiting for someone to tell me you can make it.
Yeah, exactly. But you know in your head you can make it.
If I do it myself,
make it because you're on your journey.
Exactly.
So I've not even spoke about what we're making today. I've made them before and you loved them last time, so I thought I'd make them again just because I know it's a crowd pleaser. Making them onion bhaji burgers. So basically they're just simple onion bhaji recipe. I've got some chilies in there, some vegan cheese in there, garlic, spices, things like that, a little bit of salt and pepper. Really, really simple recipe, which I will put up underneath. But then I've made like a rainbow slaw with them. So in the rainbow slaw, it's like cabbage, apples, raisins. It's like vegan mayo, apple cider vinegar. Really like tangy. It's so tasty. So it's just a real nice one. A little bit of advertising on the side. So you got your EP there, yeah?
Yes.
So what's it called?
Raw.
So how many songs you say? 7?
7 songs, raw. It's probably going to reflect.
Nah, that's cool though. I'll put a link, like where can people get it from?
Blinding people. It's on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all those, anything that you buy music from, it's on there. Zeo Raah.
Is there anything that inspires your burns of fire in you that makes you want to create music because you want to get a message across?
So my message would be to do with people just thinking for themselves and being themselves. Like, what I notice a lot is loads of people like to compare their lives to other people's, not even necessarily their lives. Like, someone will hear 2 rappers and say one of them's rubbish because he's not as good as the other one and things like that. There's a lot of comparison and no one's really about, this is what I'm doing, that's what they're doing that great, I'm doing this great, everybody's doing great. Do you get what I mean? Everyone's always on some, I don't even know how to explain it. And
that competitive thing.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be. Like, I meet people and they'll be like, oh, you're way better than so-and-so. I'm surprised you ain't got so-and-so views. And I'm like, you don't need to tell me I'm better than someone. Just the views, safe. But like, I'm not here to be better than someone. I'm here to do what I'm doing. And I wish more people saw life that way. Do what you're doing, forget about the other people.
People now, I don't think people have quite clocked yet that there's more than enough to go around.
Right.
Like, I don't think things are as competitive as they used to be.
Right.
Like, you look at people on TV or you look at someone who's like striving to be some kind of celebrity or whatever, and it used to be that there was only like a few shows on TV and it was like if you weren't one of them A-lists, like you weren't doing anything. And I think there's so many organic like musicians and so many routes, like with the internet or with like YouTube or whatever people are on. Like, you can be famous purely off Instagram or purely off YouTube or whatever, and you get your own cult following.
Yeah.
That people don't need to compete. It's all about collaboration. Because without that collaboration that you talked about earlier, like, that's how you get your word out there and that's how you get your name out there. I'm going to pull in everyone and we'll share these, yeah?
Or we can just stay here on our own.
And not tell them. And you more. So this is my man Zeo. I say you dig into one of these, bro. Get involved. There you go, man.
Respect. This is still the best thing ever.
Look, yeah.
Every part of it, like.
So this is my man Zeo. Check out his EP Raw. Where can people get it again? Just tell them one more time.
iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, they're the main ones.
He's going to be touring next year, he's going to be doing his own thing. Check him out, give him some love, follow him on Instagram at Zeo. Check him out on YouTube by the same name. So much love for this guy. Really, really appreciate him coming around today. Until next time, friends, be nice to each other. Peace.